I, 21 am gay. Although my parents and my sister grudgingly have accepted this, the rest of my family has not. For context, I come from a very religious family, but I am not religious myself. Churches make me feel uncomfortable. Mostly because I am not accepted there, I guess. I moved away for college, and it has been such a relief. Around here, people are much more open-minded, and I can be myself. Here, I am openly gay, and have even had a couple of boyfriends. It feels like such a weight has been lifted from my shoulders. Anyway, my grandmother is elderly and extremely religious. She is the main person who insisted I come to church every week when I was still living at home. Every time I go back, she asks me if I have found a new church yet. I answer evasively. I avoid going back on weekends, so I won't have to make up excuses not to come to church with them. So for Christmas, I was going to be home a bit longer than usual. My mom called me beforehand and told me how my grandmother was saying I would finally be able to come to church with them. My mom basically both begged, insisted, and warned me that I would be going with them. I had more or less accepted my fate, and was prepared to go with them to Christmas Mass. However, I had barely stepped foot inside the door before my grandmother started berating me, saying she had heard I had a boyfriend, that I wasn't a true Christian, that she'd cut me out of her will, etc. I took it for a while, but it started to grate on me. By the time Christmas Mass came around, I decided to just stay in my room to avoid conflict. My mom tried to come get me, and I could hear my grandmother yelling from downstairs. I locked my door and put my headphones on. The next day, we were all unusually quiet. My grandmother wouldn't speak to me at all, but kept saying mean and derogatory things about me to other family members. Aunts, uncles, and cousins came around for the big meal. Every single one of them took my grandmother's side. They said I should have just sucked it up and gone to church. After all, this could be my grandmother's last Christmas. Let an old woman die with peace in her mind, etc., etc. I still feel like going to church or not should be my own choice. However, I can see where they are coming from. I could have just kept quiet and gone with them this once. So was I in the wrong for standing up for myself? AITA for refusing to go to church with my grandmother?
Hit the subscribe button now for more AITA dilemmas.